Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Georgia and I wanted to reach out to the Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2 community about the current state of Guild Wars 1 and to share with you some of my insight as a veteran player on the amazing achievements that Bill Freist has given us as a community. By the end of this video, I hope you guys will know a bit more about the impact that Bill Freist had on our Guild Wars community, and that you guys might be interested in joining our event on Saturday the 21st of September, in which we will honour him in-game by having fun and making sure that people log in and stay connected in the Guild Wars community. I hope you guys can help me and support me on that mission. So, Guild Wars is a fantastic game developed by ArenaNet. It's a game which has touched all of our hearts, both in Guild Wars 1 and 2. It's helped us meet so many new people and has given us countless hours of joy and fun. I've been a part of the Guild Wars community for about 11 years now, and as a community we have been privileged enough to see the height of the game, and also veteran players have seen the twilight era of the game, in which we received some unexpected updates from some really generous devs. One of the devs who gave us some quality of life updates is a guy called Bill Freist. And I was privileged enough to meet him during a stream of mine on Twitch. Ever since then, he has been a lifeline for our community, as he has provided quality of life updates for us and given us contact when not many other developers would. Bill Freist sadly is moving on from ArenaNet, and we wish him all the best. But I believe it's important as a community to stay together, to make sure that nobody ends up leaving the game as a result of this, because it is a massive blow to our community. And I want to organise an event to galvanise everyone and show people that the game is still active. And obviously it would be great if Bill showed up, but even if he didn't, it's a way that we can keep the community together. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you a bit about Bill Freist's updates, what it meant for us as veteran players and how it impacted the game. I would also like to invite you to our event on Saturday. Please show up and just support our community. Let's pay our respects to Bill for his amazing work. So let's just jump into it. So Bill did a lot of behind the scenes work in Guild Wars during 2018 and 2019 that we know of, and all of the updates can be found on the Guild Wars wiki page under 2018 and 2019 if you guys want to take a look. So I won't be going over every single update that he made, mainly because some of the ones are so complicated that I don't even understand them. But what I'm going to do is go over the most notable updates that he made that really made an impact on players, especially veteran players like me, and even the ones that got new players interested in Guild Wars. So, graphics. Bill's most notable updates, and the ones that are most talked about, and I think that will be his kind of legacy, include the graphics updates for the game. So he added ultra shadows and doubled the resolution of the game. He also allowed the game to be played in windowed full screen. I remember when I witnessed this, a lot of people on Reddit were interested, so excited, and we saw a lot of screenshots on the Reddit at the time comparing the game before and after. And if I can find some, I'll pop them in now so you guys can see that. This was a massive update which got a lot of attention through gaming journalism articles and social media. It definitely created a buzz on Twitch, which was really, really important in getting viewership for a lot of streamers. So thank you for that, Bill. He also made an update where you can see the rarity of items via the border on their slot in your inventory, so you can see whether they are sort of exotic, rare, etc. So that was really cool. Socially, he made a lot of updates, which I think I'm most excited to talk to you guys about, because maybe some of you don't know kind of the social implications of what he did for the game. So the first social update that we kind of saw was a really simple update to the chat that we now have. And he basically started by including timestamps on our chat box. So you can now have the timestamps of messages that are sent to you, and also when you log out and log back in, your chat history is still shown when you switch characters. So you can essentially log out from a monk and log into your Ellie and still have the PM history that you, the trail history that you have. So this seems like a small change, but it really meant a lot to the community. And the reason why, I think, is because there is a third-party program that a lot of people use in Guild Wars called Toolbox. And many players use Toolbox. One of the purposes of using Toolbox was to, one of the benefits that you get is to see the timestamp of your chat. So Bill recognized that this was something that players really wanted and found useful, and his decision to give this to us as a quality of life update is something that I'm sure everyone agrees is super nice and just kind, and shows that he understands us as a community. Another thing that Bill did was include an option in your options tab to disable messages from people that are not your friends or your trade partners. And this was more important than a lot of people give it credit for, because at the time there was an issue where bots would spam people's private messages with long walls of text just constantly non-stop. Which would either force people to play on offline mode, or they would have to log out. And he was actually combating an issue to do with bots with this update, I think. So instead of requiring that we ban these players that are obviously breaking the rules, this takes up too much time for ArenaNet to do. So Bill actually fixed the problem at its root. He removed the power that these bots had over people's private messages, and it meant that ignore lists didn't have to be increased, because he essentially made PM spammers useless. The third thing that I think is important socially that Bill did, which is he increased the size of the friend list capacity to 100. So it doubled. And this allowed so much more people to stay in contact with each other. It was just a really nice update that people wanted and never thought that they would get. And overall, I think Bill was really attuned to people's love for Guild Wars as a social experience, and genuinely cared for the community in this respect. Moving on. Bill made a lot of convenient updates for people, so this is kind of the typical quality of life updates for the game. For pre-searing lovers, which we do have a small but strong pre-searing community, Bill allowed the gate in which pre-searing originally required 2 people to open for you to go through. He basically allowed the gate to stay open long enough so that you only needed 1 player to open it rather than 2. So people could get their Legendary Defender of Ascalon title much more conveniently, and it was just really appreciated. Bill also made some really welcome changes to inventory management. He increased the Shunlai material storage, so you could buy upgrades to it for as little as $10. It removed a lot of the need for altar count and mules, which is all just super helpful and nice of him. And it also allowed us to support the game and contribute to the game with an update that we all felt is something that we were happy to pay for and support the game in that way. Other notable things that Bill did was he did get a lot of bots banned and gold sellers banned. From my personal experience, I was having problems streaming random arenas on a daily basis because of them, and he did manage to ban a lot of the accounts that were doing such things. He added items to the sort of store, and he was actually the person responsible for getting the game to be 50% off on Steam, which resulted in a lot of activity and hopefully a lot of revenue for ArenaNet, which hopefully helped them out. He personally helped so many people recover their accounts when their two-factor authentication was messing up post-update. So a lot of people had problems logging in and were a little bit worried that they would never be able to log in again after the updates happened. He personally was invested in messaging with people back and forth to help them recover their accounts. So that was really sweet of him. He regularly stayed in touch with us on streams and on Reddit, and would be sort of like a prominent kind of a person posting on Reddit when it was appropriate to do so. A master volume slider, which just was really convenient for me, and he updated the AI for NPCs, which meant that PvE, people who play PvE casually, would get a better experience. So that's an overview of what Bill did for Guild Wars 1. I do want to quickly add that Bill was mainly working on Guild Wars 2 at this time. So after all of these updates, Bill was also doing his regular job in Guild Wars 2. From my conversations with Bill, I understand that he was responsible for developing the Revenant. So he was a very high up developer in Guild Wars 2. And the fact that he was doing all of this extra stuff on his own free time is incredible. So we should be super thankful for that. And I think what he did shows that as a community, we are going to sorely miss him, and it's a shame, but we should be happy for him. He's hopefully going to be really appreciated wherever he's going, and let's just celebrate him for all of the things that we got, and for the amazing time that we had. So that's about it for the video, but as I said, it's definitely not over yet. I would love to invite you guys to join us on Saturday, the 21st of September in-game. Check out Twitch, Guild Wars on Twitch. Check out YouTube for other YouTube content creators for Guild Wars. Please keep checking the Reddit, the official Guild Wars Reddit, for updates. If you could, I would really appreciate a follow on my social media, as I will continue to be a part of the Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2 community and try to keep people active in the game. I have a Discord, which I would love for you guys to join. It has various roles, Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2 roles. I will be posting more on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram with Guild Wars content, and hopefully we can make the event on Saturday really, really fun. Nothing has been formalized yet, but it's looking like it's going to last between 12 until 12, so 12 noon until midnight on Saturday UK time, so that's GMT. And hopefully we will have a variety of streamers doing different content throughout the day. So please do join us. We want to do dungeons, giveaways, and a quiz on Bill with all of the fun facts that we found out about him through our privilege in getting to know him on stream. So please do follow, like and subscribe, share this video if you may know somebody who might be interested in getting back into the game. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye guys.